Hello, hello, everyone chiming in. This meeting is being live streamed. Got it. Hello, welcome to your next Hypno Happy Hour. How are you? When you are jumping on, if you're here on Instagram, Facebook, or YouTube, let me know that you're here. How are you doing? Say hi. Where are you chiming in from? I love seeing even emojis. Give me some hearts, some emojis as you're coming on in. So as folks are logging on in, if you see the title here, what are your emotions for? What are your emotions for? Hey, everyone jumping in. Love it. See everyone chiming in. So if you, first tell me, put in the comments, what have you found to be true about the role that your emotions play? Like, what do you believe your emotions are for? What have you found out? I'm very curious. Go ahead and put it in the comments of where you're at. This Hypno Happy Hour is going to be, I'm just going to lay out everything that I have. I'm not going to come on here and say I've mastered my emotions and all of their purposes, but I can tell you that I do know a lot about them. And I do utilize the functionality of our emotions to the advantage, to a lot of their purposes, and have been able to create an entirely different life. I am able to create things very quickly and effectively by how much that I have mastered my emotions. So there's always room to grow, but I'm going to share with you my knowledge base of what is this most sophisticated sense that we have? How is it to be used? How is it serving us? How do we really use it to our benefit? Emotions is such a massive topic, right? It is such a deep topic to talk about. And I'll start off with, many of us struggle with control, wanting to control our emotions. Give me a yes if you're someone who's like, I'm trying to control my emotions all the time, and they seem to have a mind of their own. Give me like a yes if you understand that. Like if that's a part where you're actually struggling with. And I'm going to tell you, that's where most people are. Most people, we have this societal program that we are in control of our emotions and that we need to dictate them and control them. But in actuality, our emotions are going to do their job. Our emotions are there to steer us, to guide us, to serve us. And learning the language of our emotions, learning how to work with this navigation system, if you will, the guidance, if you will, is where we learn mastery. Not trying, hear me out, we're not trying to change it or turn it off, right? We're not trying to. That's not the role, but that's where a lot of us get stuck up, is that we have this emotion like anger or frustration or sadness or the like, and we're yelling at the emotion saying, I don't want to feel this way anymore. Stop feeling that way. Stop it. It's painful. I don't want to feel this way anymore. Just knock it off. I wish I could just stop feeling this way. I don't know what to do to get this feeling away. Like, I'm trying everything. I don't want to feel this way. Stop feeling this way. This is what a lot of us are at and struggling with. And so unfortunately, because we're just yelling at the emotions, telling it to stop, and they're not, and they're still there, and they keep showing up, the ones we don't want. Unfortunately, a lot of folks will go to different types of drugs. And a lot of those drugs are very, very toxic, very dangerous, and just ultimately I wanted to say a deeper word, but messing you up. But it's like a great bait. It's the most evil bait because we can take an outside drug of whatever source, whether it's a psych drug, whether it's an alcohol, whether it's a different kind of drug, whether whatever coping mechanism is out there, you can take that and instantly feel different. And so people think it works. But what happens is that it's watering and dumbing down and suppressing the guidance system, which you do not want to do. You do not want to do. I'm not condemning anyone's coping mechanism right now, but if you're using it to suppress an unwanted feeling in your body, if you're doing something externally to stop your guidance system, stop it. Like, you do not want to do that. Okay, this is what I'm telling you right now, is that you can do whatever it is you want to do in life, but you got to master your emotions. You do not want to suppress your most beautiful navigation system of your reality. Now, I'm going to tell you what I believe, and so many others believe, your emotions are actually for. Now, you can call this your sixth sense. You can really, what this is, in my translation, is it's the most intelligent, incredible, sophisticated sixth sense. It's your guidance system. It's your radar. It's your navigation system. Something so you cannot replicate. And a system that is so complex and so powerful that comes with your vehicle. And its job is to purely guide you, is to let you know if you're on course or off course. This is what your emotions are for. Now, can't you see with me saying that this is your guidance system? And if you're actually turning off your guidance system, that is scary. That is something you do not want to do. You don't want to bog down or destroy your guidance system. Unfortunately, a lot of people are masking that Google navigation system you got going there, and they're traveling in the dark. They're actually being lost. Let me give you an example of this. Your emotions. Imagine your emotion is like Google Maps, okay? Your emotion is Google Maps. It's like you putting in, beep, 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 beep. You just put in your specific destination of where you want to go. Now, for you and for everyone watching on all these different platforms, your navigation system already knows. You've already given it the specific destination commands of things you want. All of your goals, your dreams, your purposes is already in there. You want the soulmate, you want health, you want abundance, you want travel, you want yada, yada, all these beautiful things. Imagine you have now, you've asked and you've given that command. So now your Garmin or your Siri or whatever, your navigation system has the destination. All right, programmed in. All right. So now your emotions is like, right now there's towers. There's actually, how does your navigation work? Is that you have these satellite dishes that are actually floating up in space and beaming down and letting you know in coordinates of where you're at, where you want to go. And it's telling you the route. That route can change depending on if another route is quicker, if there's a traffic jam, if there's an accident, if there's an easier way to get there. It's constantly telling you, this navigation system, where to go, what your next steps are. Turn left, turn right, go a mile, make an exit, do this, all the way into your destination. Now, imagine that you have the most sophisticated, incredible, intelligent system within your body that is 100 times, freak that, 1 billion times more powerful than that navigation system. You've put in the coordinates. So now your emotions is going to let you know if you're still en route, if you're taking the best path possible, right? Your emotions cannot communicate to you by language. And so we have this guidance system in form of emotion. We're in motion, right? We're emotion. You're going to feel. So you're going to feel really bad if you've taken the wrong exit, if you took the wrong left and you should have went right and things like that. You're going to feel frustration, annoyance, stagnation. You're going to get depression feelings, which is just sadness. You're going to get these unwanted feelings. And what those feelings are, it's like the navigation system saying, make a U-turn, make a U-turn, make a U-turn, turn around, take the exit, get off, get off. It's constantly flagging you. You aren't going the right direction anymore. You've got off course. And so your emotions are constantly telling you, beep, 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 beep. Right? It's constantly trying to warn you that you're not on the right path. But this, like I started the conversation out, is where unfortunately many of us, we start to suppress that feeling. We start saying, what is wrong with us? Something's wrong with me. We're screaming and saying, stop feeling sad, stop feeling frustrated. Like, I don't want to be angry anymore. Just stop. I don't want to do this. Just stop. And it's like we're yelling at Siri or your Google navigation, you're yelling at it saying, stop telling me to make a U-turn. Stop telling me to make a U-turn. Is your navigation system going to listen? No. It has a destination that you plugged in, and it's going to do whatever possible to get you there. So your navigation is going to continue to keep on coming, keep on telling you to make a U-turn, make a U-turn. Hence, your emotions are going to keep feeling bad, and telling you, take the next exit. You are off course. You're out of alignment. So instead of suppressing that emotion, dumbing and numbing that emotion out with all of these external coping mechanisms of drugs of all sorts and activities of all sorts to try to take your attention away from it and suppress what you're actually feeling, it's a dangerous thing, because now you're lost. It's like now you're still traveling, but you turn the Google navigation off. You don't know where you're going anymore. And this, my friend, is where I see most people, and where I spent so much of my life, is that you're just doing donuts. You're just making all sorts of U-turns and weird turns, and your destination's over here, but you look like this. You're not going nowhere and not going nowhere fast. But you're working really hard. You're asking people, am I on the right track? Did I go the right way? Where do you think it is? Should I do this? You're second guessing. You're not talking. You take a break. You take long breaks because you don't see it, right? And so there's all of this going on. Now, if you don't suppress your emotion, because it's your most brilliant, sophisticated, incredible system that you have within your being, if you don't suppress and bog down and dumb down your emotions, and you stop thinking that something's wrong with you because you have emotion, if you allow your emotions to work for you as they're designed to serve you, you begin to listen and you begin to master why it's saying the things that it's saying. Here's the thing. If you are feeling bad, it's because you're off course with all the wonderful things you have asked for, all those wonderful things that you know you are designed to create. Point blank, period. What does that mean? What does that mean, Derika? I'm off course. That means you are doubting this thing. You are thinking about things that are contradicting this thing. Example, you want a soulmate. Say you want a soulmate. Everybody loves the co-creation feel and wants to and feels this divine need to travel through life with a partner. Someone who matches them really well, someone who they could grow with, right? Grow up and grow old with, or whatever, and travel life with. Then here's what happens. Boop, 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 boop. That's been entered into your destination. Let's go. All right. The universe is going to send you impulses of things to do to travel towards this soulmate destination. But here's what most people do. And you can put any goal at the end of that, whether that's increased income, whether that's better health, whether that's a better job, whether that's a better relationship with your kids, whatever. There's so many beautiful goals. You will get impulses to that destination. What most people would do is that they will doubt it. They will think that it's not here. They will get impatient. They will just think of the lack of it mostly. They will doubt it. They will doubt themselves. They will become very, they're not believing in this destination. Right? Do you hear what I'm saying? They're not, it's over here and over here. And they're saying it's not here yet. It's not here yet. And when you're saying it's not here yet, well, it's not going to be here yet. That thought is very different. That's you making an exit you should not have made. So you're going to be annoyed. Is this landing? Is this clicking for you? Give me a yes. Like I totally know what that's like. I always say, our navigation is going to throw us feelings when we're lacking something versus believing in something. Right? When we're thinking and doing something very contradicting to the goodness that we are, the goodness that we want to create, you will always feel bad. And it's not that you're a bad person. It's not that you are broken. It's because you work properly. It's because your emotions are telling you, stop that thinking. Don't think like that. Don't think in doubt. Don't think in fear. Don't think in impatience. Don't think that it's not here. It's very much here. It's very much here. And you get to tap into your emotional intelligence and believe and that you are en route to it, that you are on your way. You think about it. When you enter a destination into your navigation system, say you're going out of town, while you're driving there, are you sitting there second guessing if your navigation system really knows? Are you second guessing about, I don't even know if I should do this anymore. I'm never going to get there. I don't even want to do this. Let me just turn back around. I don't even want to go there anymore. I don't think it's for me. It's just not going to work out. I'm just going to turn my car back around. I'm never going to get there. It's not here yet. It's not here yet. Are you thinking that when you're going on vacation somewhere? No, you trust in the navigation system, don't you? You trust. You just know I'm going to take the next turn. You're very trusting. Hear me. You're in the moment. You're taking the left turn. You're checking out the scenery. You're doing all the things. You're in the moment. You have no doubt in your body. You know that you're going to get there. You just know you're going to arrive there. When you arrive there, no matter the traffic jam, no matter what's going to happen, you believe 100% you're going to get to your destination. Why don't you do that in your own life? You get to do this in your own life because the moment that you start lacking, the moment that you start to second guess, the moment that you start to get impatient, the moment that you start getting doubtful and frustrated, you just pulled your car over. Sometimes you made a U-turn, which is just going to take you longer to get there. It's going to take you much longer, right? So you don't want to suppress your emotions. Do not feel bad when you have a negative emotion. That is such a brilliant thing because now you know, oh, I took the wrong turn. Let me get back on track. And it's very instantaneous. It's just like that. It's not, I promise you, it is not hard to get back on course. It takes 1 second. 1 second. So do you want to suppress your emotions? No. You want to feel all flavors of those emotions. You want your emotions there guiding you through this vortex of a life that we live in. You see, everything is already in creation. Everything that you want is there. It's materializing. But you standing as half human form, you cannot see 6 months from now, a year from now, you can't see out of this dimension. You've got to be able to rely on this emotional guidance system. You have to be able to rely on that much bigger part of you. And this is falling into trust. You trust your navigation system. You trust so many things in life. When you get on a plane, you trust your pilot. When you get on a train, you trust the train driver. Whenever you go somewhere, you put in an order at a restaurant, you trust the chef. You trust all the staff members in between. You're so trusting. You put in an order everywhere you go. You buy a ticket wherever you go. But yet when it comes to you putting an order in for you, you doubt it. Why? When you are the most loyal, committed, brilliant, best friend you will ever have, never steer you wrong. You are the only one who knows you. You're the only one who got you the way that you do. I mean, it's time to really embody trust. It is time to be a full belief. Come on, lean in. It is time to a full belief and trust into who you are, into the sophistication and brilliance of your systems. It is time for you to know when you ask, it is truly given. It is time for you to truly stand in your faith and realize that, and not detour and not be distracted and not let fear, the evil, the old paradigms steer you off course. It's time for you to know your power. And you can do it. You put belief and trust in everything and everyone else. A lot of things you do. Some things you don't, but a lot of things you do. So I know you can do this. So I'm feeling like this is really landing. Here's what you get to do. You get to know your emotions work for you. You get to know that you do not suppress your emotions. You feel them in all of their capacity, and you get to listen to them and know that nothing is wrong with you. Nothing's wrong with you that you're sad. Nothing's wrong with you that you're angry. All you're doing is thinking the wrong thoughts. All you're doing is thinking of the lack of what it is you want. That's it. This is not rocket science. That's it. You're thinking of the dirt rather than the gold. And all you have to do, I don't know if anyone has told you this, but I'm going to be the first one to tell you. You choose your thoughts. You control your thoughts, your perceptions. You control what it is that you're looking out at. You control what you're thinking about, my friend. You do. No one can take that power away from you. Let's give yourself a hug. That is powerful. Powerful. Now, here's what I'm sensing. A few folks right now are saying, Derika, I believe in that. That sounds really good. I know it to be true because when I'm thinking about what I want in the power of belief, when I'm thinking very positive about where I'm going about life, I feel really good. So, Derek, I believe all that. And that feels very right to my source. But there's a but. So some of you are saying right now, but how? How do I think of it coming in, of the brilliance of already having it, of the goodness of life? And when I'm looking out and there's just nothing but dirt that I see. There's just nothing but how it's not here. When I look out, I see something very differently than what I want. How do I keep positive? How do I keep believing? My friend, I know it feels very hard. If this is very, very hard, I do recommend hypnosis because I go down to the subconscious level on this. But I also want to be very transparent. Very simple yet profound information of what I'm telling you. You have the power to look at every single thing out here and perceive it very differently. Very differently. You have the power to see the goodness in every single thing outside of here. You do. And it starts with choice and doing it. One of my clients messaged me the other day and she goes, Derika, you know why we have such a great connection and I will always have you as my coach? Because when I reach out to you, I'm in the depths of despair. I'm looking out and the world is to shit. I feel like I've made a massive mistake. I feel like everything is going wrong, that, this is unfixable. What happened? I feel so bad, like my world is coming to an end. And then I message you and you tell me the silver lining in everything. You make me see something that at once I could not see. You give me that hope. You make me see the goodness. You can see the goodness in the shit I was sitting in. And you know what? You, my friend, have the power to do that too. So yes, I know, legit, there's a lot of bad things out there. There's a lot of it ain't here yet things when you're looking out there. But you don't have to see that part. You can legit see the good parts, the gold and all the dirt that's out there. I'll give you an example. How do I feel good, Derika? How do I think about all the prosperity and all the goodness that are coming? And I look out into the world and I see Tent City. And I see what was once a beautiful neighborhood now filled with a lot of homeless people with a lot of garbage and a lot of tents. How do I feel good about that? How do I see the silver lining in that? Well, my friend, you can. You can look out at that and you can think that same old shitty thoughts and feel bad and keep going in your little donut. Or you can drive past that and say, be a bit human, have a bit of compassion, and say that that is a very temporary situation and they resonated here because this is the best place for them to go. And that's the place that they need to be. And that's their next step in where they're going. You can say that, or you can not look at it at all. Your job is to listen to your emotional guidance system and put your attention on what makes you feel better and better and better. And my friend, you are then en route to all of your destinations. All right. If something opened up for you, if this had some kind of transformation within you, if this lit something up in you, please put it in the comments. Let me know. Let me know. I thank you. I honor you for being here, for shifting energies in this moment with me, for being open enough to listening to this, to hearing what you manifested in this very moment. I love you all so much, and I will see you again next Tuesday. All right. Listen to those emotions.